main headlines on Capital TV. Kenya has sent a protest letter to the Assembly of State Parties in the application of Rule 68 in the ICC case facing Deputy President William Ruto. In a letter addressed to ASP, President Sidiki Kaba and ICC President Judge Silvia Alejandra, the Kenyan mission to the UN says the decision of the trial chamber is contrary to the agreement made during the ASP 12th session. It argues that state parties were told that amendment to Rule 68, which allows use of prior recorded statement of witnesses, would not be applied in the ongoing cases. Kenya now wants the ASP to review the interpretation of the amendment to Rule 68 and consider the agreement of the ASP that it would not be applied in Ruto's and radio journalist Joshua Arap's case. A coalition of women's groups have given President Uhuru Kenyatta until Monday to rescind his decision to remove Grace Kaindi as the Deputy Inspector General Police. FIDA-Kenya and Kovao, among other groups, say Kaindi was removed from office unprocedurally and have threatened to move to court. They say the law cannot even be temporarily violated by failing to have a woman in the position of Inspector General or Deputy Inspector General. President Uhuru Kenyatta on Tuesday replaced Kaindi with GSU Commandant Joel Kitili in an acting capacity on the grounds that Kaindi has attained the retirement age of 60.
The removal of Grace Kaindi from the position of Deputy Inspector General to an unambiguous ambassadorial position is not only a demotion, but a setback to the gains made by women in Kenya in leadership and in decision-making positions.
ICT Cabinet Secretary Matiang'i says tender losers who drag the government through lengthy litigations will be barred from conducting business in Kenya. Citing the laptop project as an example, Matiang'i says the government will no longer tolerate the unnecessary delay in the rollout of its projects. He also says his ministry and that of Education is working closely with the Attorney General's office as they, for the third time, invite expressions of interest for the supply of digital learning devices. He says President Uhuru Kenyatta has given them until January next year to have what has commonly become known as the laptop project operational.
We're going to take a very tough stance on whether they are suppliers, whether they are whoever they are, people who are interested in doing business in our country, who sometimes use excuses around tenders and procurement opportunities such as these to bog the government down in unnecessary legal issues.
And now taking a look at the world of business, President Uhuru Kenyatta has urged Kenyans to shun divisive politics and embrace dialogue in solving the problems facing the agriculture sector. President Kenyatta maintained that the challenges in the sugar, tea, coffee, and even fish sectors would not be overcome by incitement to violent protests, but by all-inclusive talks. He was speaking at the official opening of the Kenya National Farmers Federation Conference Center at the Goto Kikuyu in Kiambu County.
Siasa lazima iwe siasa ambaye itatusaidia kubadilisha maisha ya watu. Hiyo ndio hali. Hiyo ndio maana ya siasa. Siasa sio ile tu ya kuteta. Tunaelewana? Kwa sababu siasa ya kuteta haitaongeza vile Nyayo alikuwa anasema ile ugali ambayo iko kwa meza yako. Ile kitu ambayo itaweza kubadilisha maisha ya mwananchi ni siasa ambaye inatusaidia kupata suluhu kwa matatizo mbalimbali ambazo tuko nazo.
And in other business news, Safaricom has opened its M-PESA platform to local and international developers. The plan is to come up with next-generation applications that will work with the most preferred mobile money solution. Safaricom's Director of Financial Services, Betty Mwangi, says one of the advantages of the new M-PESA platform is the fact that it's easier to integrate with other financial platforms to offer more or improve services to our customers.
So with this platform, like I said, we're calling it G2. What was factored in at the core of the system was a standard interfaces. And this will allow you to bring more innovative, to be more innovative in the solutions you're building for your own businesses around M-PESA.
And finally, taking a look at the world of sports, Kenya reverted to their losing run after going down in straight sets to Korea in the third round of the Volleyball Women's World Cup. The Malkia strikers, who were hoping to collect their second win after cruising past fellow Africans Algeria, failed to maintain the tempo. Kenya faces Serbia in their 9th match, hoping to improve in their remaining 3 matches. And that's a wrap up of the day's top stories. I've been your host, Angela Wambui. For more on these and other stories, make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Capital FM Kenya.